Welcome to Something to Think About, the podcast where we take those old cliches, those so-called words to the wise, and really chew on them. I'm your host, Errol Cooper, and today we're talking about one of the strangest sounding phrases in the English language. The proof is in the pudding. I don't know about you, but the first time I heard this as a kid, I thought, what kind of pudding are we talking about? Chocolate? Vanilla, banana, and why is there proof in it? Did someone drop evidence in the dessert? Well, it turns out this old saying has nothing to do with sweet treats and everything to do with tasting things in real life. So let's dig in. Today, when people say the proof is in the pudding, they usually mean you don't know if something works until you try it. It's about results, not promises, not plans, but proof. But that's actually a shortened version of the original saying. The proof in the pudding is in the eating. Makes a lot more sense, right? If you want to know whether a pudding is any good, you have to take a bite. You can't just stare at it on the table and guess. This phrase is old. We're talking at least 4 centuries old. In 1605, a man named William Camden wrote, "All the proof of the pudding is in the eating." And back then, proof didn't mean evidence the way we use it today. It meant to test. And here's the kicker. The pudding of the 17th century wasn't a nice little bowl of custard. Nope, it was more like a sausage. Meat, grains, spices, sometimes even blood, all stuffed into a casing and then boiled. Dinner. Food safety was questionable at best. The only way to test whether that pudding was edible or deadly was to taste it. The proof or test was literally in the eating. Over time, as English evolved, we dropped off the pudding is in the eating and just said proof is in the pudding. Catchier? Sure, but more confusing. So when you hear someone say it now, what they really are saying is talk is cheap. Results is what matters. You can plan all day long, but until you take a bite, until you test it, you'll never know if something is truly good. And here's something interesting. When we hear proof, we think of facts, evidence, courtroom style truth. But back then, proof was hands-on. It wasn't what you could show, it was what you could do. My final thoughts. So what can we take from all this besides the fact that old-timey puddings were, well, questionable? It's this. You can't judge something just by how it looks from the outside. Whether it's a new opportunity, a relationship, a business idea, or even a personal dream, you've got to taste it for yourself. The proof isn't in the picture, it's in the process. The proof isn't in the talk, it's in the try. Life is full of puddings, some sweet, some savory, some a little scary, but you'll never know which ones are worth savoring unless you're willing to pick up a spoon. And that is something to think about. Thanks for listening to Something to Think About. If you enjoyed today's episode, share it with a friend, leave a review, and remember, wisdom isn't just in the words we say, it's in the life we live. Until next time, keep tasting.